The insult didn't come during a fight. It came casually. That's what made it worse. We were standing in the kitchen on a Tuesday night. I had just told her I wasn't comfortable co-signing a loan for her business partner, a man I had met once and didn't trust at all. She rolled her eyes, slammed her phone on the counter, and spat the words like venom. "Why can't you be like my ex? He never said no." The room went silent. It wasn't just the comparison, it was the contempt behind it. I looked at her slowly. "Excuse me?" I asked quietly. She crossed her arms. "You're so controlling. Armin would support me. He believed in me." Armin, the ex she used to call immature, the ex she said she outgrew, the ex she swore meant nothing anymore. Now suddenly, he was the standard. I studied her face carefully. "You want me to be like your ex?" I asked calmly. "Yes," she snapped. "He never questioned me. He never held me back." There it was. He never said no. Translation? He never had boundaries. I gave a small nod. "Okay," I said. She blinked. "What?" "You're right," I replied evenly. "I can't be like him." She opened her mouth to continue arguing, but I walked past her, into the bedroom. She followed me, confused. "What are you doing?" I pulled one of our spare suitcases from the closet and placed it on the bed. She stared at it. "What is that?" "You said you want a man like your ex," I said calmly. "I'm not him." Her face shifted from confusion to disbelief. "You're being dramatic." "No," I said quietly. "I'm being decisive." She laughed nervously. "You're seriously kicking me out over a comment?" "No," I corrected her. "I'm reacting to what the comment represents." Her expression hardened. "You're insane." I shook my head. "No, I just finally heard you clearly." Because here's the truth. People don't compare you to their ex unless they've already started mentally replacing you. And deep down, I already knew something wasn't right. The late-night work meetings, the sudden gym obsession, the password change on her phone. The comment about her ex wasn't random. It was projection. While she stood there ranting about how I was overreacting, I quietly opened the closet and began placing her clothes into the suitcase. "Stop it," she snapped. "Why?" I asked. "Would your ex say no?" That shut her up for a moment. Then she exploded. "You think you're perfect? At least Armin knew how to treat a woman." I looked at her carefully. "Call him," I said. She froze. "What?" "Call him," I repeated calmly. "If he's so perfect, if he never says no, call him and tell him you're single." Her breathing changed. "I didn't say I was leaving you." "But you already left," I said quietly. Silence. That's when the mask slipped. "You've been talking to him again," I said, not as a question. She didn't answer. That was enough. I walked to the dresser and picked up her phone. "Password changed last month," I said. "Coincidentally around the time you started mentioning him again." She tried to grab it. "Give me that." But I had already seen the notification preview pop up earlier that day. Arman. "Miss how easy it used to be with us." Easy. That word again. Easy means no accountability. Easy means no growth. Easy means no boundaries. "How long?" I asked quietly. She looked away. "A few weeks." I nodded slowly. "Emotional affair?" I asked. "It's not like that." I gave her a look. "If it wasn't like that, you wouldn't have compared me." Tears started forming in her eyes, but not from guilt, from frustration that she was being exposed. "You're insecure," she said weakly. "No," I replied. "I'm aware, and awareness is dangerous to someone who's testing limits." I zipped the suitcase. "You can stay with your sister," I said calmly, "or with Armin." She stared at the suitcase like it was a threat. "You're throwing away 6 years." "No," I corrected her. "You did that when you decided I should compete with your past." That night, she left. But here's the part she didn't expect. I didn't call. I didn't text. I didn't ask her to come back. 3 days later, she showed up at the door, crying. "He's not who I thought he was," she whispered. Of course he wasn't. Armin liked the fantasy of her, not the responsibility. Apparently, When she hinted about leaving me, he panicked. I don't want drama, he told her. The same man who never said no suddenly had plenty of them. She stood in front of me, broken pride in her eyes. I made a mistake. I leaned against the door frame. Yes, I agreed. Can we fix it? She asked. I thought about it for a long moment. You didn't just insult me, I said quietly. You compared me to a man you're still emotionally attached to. I'm not attached. You are, I interrupted, because you used him as leverage. She had no response. That's when she realized something. I wasn't angry anymore. I was finished. You're really not going to fight for me? She whispered. I looked at her steadily. I don't compete with ghosts. That sentence broke her more than yelling ever could. Over the next few weeks, I filed for divorce. Clean, quiet, controlled. She tried reaching out multiple times. Apologies, promises, therapy suggestions. But every time I thought about reconciliation, I heard her voice again. Why can't you be like my ex? And I realized something simple. When someone tells you they preferred how someone else treated them, believe them. So I did. I believed her. And I handed her the suitcase. That was my revenge. Not shouting, not humiliation, just letting her go chase the version of easy she thought she wanted. Turns out, easy doesn't build a life. Boundaries do, and I refuse to say yes to being disrespected ever again.